Hi, Brian.
Hey, Jacob, the Poodles. How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you, man?
Oh, man, great. I'm a big fan.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
Great. All the way from Metal We Stand, which you sent us like when we first started our site, Rockeyez, back in 2005, 4. And I've been a fan ever since. And every album, just looking at the charts in Sweden, every album, always reached the top 10. Does that make you happy or what?
Well, that makes me very happy, of course. It's beautiful, man.
Man. I just wish that, the Poodles can reach America and, that flame would start here because the Poodles are such an exceptional band and one of my favorites, actually, and your vocals are outstanding.
Thank you, man. Yeah, well, would be beautiful to come over and have the possibility to do some tour or whatever, But we need to connect with a good promoter.
Right.
Yeah.
Now going to Prophecy back in 2011, which got 4.5 stars. Same with the new album Tour de Force. That got 4.5 stars on our site, which is 5 is the top. I mean, what more can you do?
Well, I'm really, really happy that you enjoy it that much, and we're really proud of the new album and the previous ones too, of course. But it feels like we have a nice development going in the band, and everybody's really happy with the new material. And we rehearsed quite a bit before going into studio this time, and I think you actually can tell that when you're listening to the album. It's very playful, and everybody's really, comfortable in the songs. Regularly, it's when you don't rehearse that much before going into studio, you always play your way into the album on tour, but this time it's been, very familiar already when we're going into tour, so it's really nice and into studio. So
cool. Now, in the beginning days, you were the drummer for Talisman, and how was it stepping out from behind the drums to be the lead man?
Well, it came kind of natural, I always liked the element of performance, and I was pretty much a theatrical drummer, and this was also a situation where I sang a lot behind the drums. I did a lot of backing vocals and stuff, and then it wasn't that big step for me, actually, in many senses. But of course, it's a big step to actually decide that this is going to be my main instrument. So in that sense, yes, it was a big step, but it felt very natural.
Cool. Now, I mean, the Poodles' music is phenomenal, and the stage show is accompanies it. Do you feel image is a big part?
Well, going to a concert, I think what you see is like 50%, and what you hear is the rest.
Right.
And it doesn't always have to be a big show or whatever. It's all a matter of intensity and feeling that the artist is very honest and in place, both mentally and of course physically. But it's a big part, I think, in a live performance to have a good stage show and a performance that really goes through, reach the audience.
Cool. Now, when you play like a festival and stuff like that, does any of you guys ask for anything special, like on your tour rider, or anything special that you want?
Well, there's a lot of things on that rider, but it's not something really rare. It's apart from me being vegetarian and some allergies, but otherwise it's no big thing. We like a good party, of course, but it stops with some good wine or a beer or whatever, and it's we're not a very outrageous band in that sense.
Now, you're a vegetarian. Tell me, how do I get my kids to eat vegetables?
Well, you should try to check a vegetarian cookbook or something like that. You know, there's a lot of great stuff there, man.
Right. Well, they'll definitely try a veggie burger, but
Yeah.
it's kind of tough. Now they got so many drinks that got vegetables mixed in with it. They really don't notice.
No, exactly.
So that's kind of interesting. Tell me, when someone comes up to you and says, man, you're one of my favorites. I look up to you. I want your autograph. What's that feeling like?
Well, it's a beautiful feeling. I think it's great, to accomplish something for someone else, that someone really enjoys the work that you do and everything. There's some artists that find this, they have problems with this, but I just enjoy it and think it's a great thing. It's an honor.
Cool. Now, do you feel the Poodles reached the goal they wanted to accomplish?
Well, in many senses, yes, but you always raise new goals, and you always want to extend the field that you work in and reach new goals, that you set up all the time. Every album is a new race to win, So there's no lack of a challenge here, really not, And when you do what we do, it's always you're very present in where you are for the moment, and that's a very important thing to not look back to yesterday, unless in good memories, of course, but it's we don't want to repeat ourselves. We just want to move forward and be in 2013 where we are right now. It's beautiful.
Cool. Now, if you had a chance to do a duet with somebody that you never sung with before, is there any particular person that would be?
Well, there's many, man. There's if I would pick someone especially, really, maybe that would be, who should I pick? Well, there's so many. What's Annie from Heart?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. Right.
She's a great girl.
Wow. Now, so much good music is coming out of Sweden. I mean, almost all the bands I love. I want to move to Sweden, but
Where are you seated?
I'm in New Jersey, right next to New York.
Okay, cool.
But even today, someone sent me over a band from Sweden again. Some band Confess. I never heard of them before, but amazing band. Like all these bands coming out of Sweden. I love from Crash Diet, Toxic Rose. That genre, and you guys fall into that. What is it about Sweden?
Well, we get this question quite often, actually, and what's so special about the scene, hard rock scene in Sweden? It's very hard for us to tell because we're in the middle of it, and I guess we have a lot of driven musicians, a lot of time to practice. It's pretty cold. You spend a lot of time indoors, half the year, and we have a developed school system where you have the possibility to try a lot of different musical instruments, but I don't know. It's very hard to tell, and I guess everybody seems to react to a certain quality of Scandinavian bands, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell yourself.
Right. Now 2013 is upon us. What can we look for the future for the Poodles?
Well, a lot of touring, we'll tour extensively here in Scandinavia this summer, and then during the fall we will move up through Europe, and hopefully we will have the possibility to make a visit. I think if you want to make a fuss in the U.S., you need to be in place, and we'll see what the future brings and how the album works out.
Great. Is there any special projects other than that you're working on?
Well, no, the Poodles takes full time, and we had a year off last year. I did a solo album, and we did. Everybody was doing various stuff,
Right.
And when we work with the Poodles, it's mainly full time. So everybody's really busy with us, and we are very happy to have it that way.
Cool. Well, congratulations on Tour de Force. Amazing album. I'm happy with the review I did. I'm happy with the CD. It's phenomenal. Would you like to say anything in ending to the fans?
Oh, well, thank you so much for hanging on and checking us out. And we really look forward to have the possibility to connect with some good promoter in the U.S. to come over and play for you guys.
Great, man. Thanks very much, man.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All the best. Bye.